You're tuning into Black and White Sports on YouTube. The no-holds-barred truth on sports. The main event starts now.
All right, Black and White Sports supporters, we're going to talk about Curt Schilling, Tim Wakefield, and the Boston Red Sox, because I don't know if you've got noticed, Curt Schilling started a shitstorm this week. My only issue is, particularly when it comes to the organization we're talking about here, how do you know that the Red Sox they're probably not happy about the Tim Wakefield thing, but I also tend to believe that people are harder on Curt Schilling because of Curt Schilling's political affiliations. Let's put it that way. We know the mainstream media hates Curt Schilling with a passion. They have for a very long time, and they have attempted to cancel him numerous times. Curt Schilling works over at Outkick for Clay Travis. Well, anyway, Curt Schilling this week sent thoughts and prayers out to Tim Wakefield, who has a brain cancer diagnosis, and my God, that's extremely sad. But we found out after the fact, and the Red Sox came out, and they've confirmed it, that Tim Wakefield and his family had not publicly discussed or revealed that to anybody publicly, and they did not want it out. And the Boston Red Sox organization is furious with Curt Schilling over having done so. Varitek's wife came out. She said, F you, Curt Schilling. It wasn't your place. I've got part of this. That's Wade Boggs, who sent well wishes, then had to follow up and apologize for sending well wishes. That's how big of a mess, a storm that this caused. And, I don't know what you do, because I think Curt Schilling's thought process in the moment was right. He was like, I want to send thoughts and prayers, blah, 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 And Kurt's got a very strong belief set religiously, and sometimes you find out, oh crap, that wasn't supposed to come out, whatever, So let's get to this. Red Sox furious over Curt Schilling sharing Tim Wakefield's cancer news. So the actual organization, the Boston Red Sox, are mad. People around the Boston Red Sox and Tim and Stacey Wakefield are beyond furious with Curt Schilling. That is according to the Boston Globe Red Sox reporter Pete Abraham. Schilling announced without permission that the former Red Sox pitcher had been diagnosed with brain cancer and that his wife was very sick with pancreatic cancer. Wow, I hadn't even caught that part of the story. Quote, to say that people with the Red Sox and others around Tim and Stacey are furious is an understatement, Abraham posted on X, formerly Twitter. The Red Sox were forced to address the Wakefield situation after Schilling's unauthorized comments, which he even acknowledged that he had not received approval from the Wakefields to talk about. Yikes, Curt. Yeesh. That's not great. Quote, this is from the Red Sox. We are aware of the statements and inquiries about health of Tim and Stacey Wakefield. Unfortunately, this information has been shared publicly without their permission. The team said in a statement their health is a deeply personal matter they intended to keep private. Yikes. As they navigate treatment and work to tackle this disease, Tim and Stacey are appreciative for the support and love that has always been extended to them and respectfully ask for privacy at this time. So it's very clear they did not want this out. That's unfortunate. That's unfortunate. It all started when Schilling discussed the Wakefield's health situation on his podcast, The Curt Schilling Baseball Show. The former Red Sox great said that he had seen the power of prayer work before airing out the information. Tim Wakefield is sick. Recently, Tim was diagnosed with a very serious aggressive form of brain cancer. The situation in Tim's case is incredibly serious, and he went in and had surgery, Schilling said. I want Tim and Stacey to obviously know we're praying for them, we're thinking of them, their children obviously going through some very tough times. I don't want this to cliche this, but nobody deserves this. While both of them are now very sick, they both need to know there are a lot of people out there praying and thinking about them. So that's so unfortunate, because obviously his feelings about them is in the right place, and I think he's sincere. He just probably shouldn't have put it out there. This is not a message that Tim has asked anyone to share, and I don't even know if he wants it shared. But as a Christian, as a man of faith, I've seen prayer work, so I'm going to talk about it. Yeah, I can tell you, if I was in their position and I didn't want it out, I'd be pissed. I'm not going to lie to you about that, even though as much as I like Curt Schilling, and really I think Curt is being screwed by the Hall of Fame voters, and he deserves to be in the Hall of Fame, especially that postseason career, I wouldn't be happy about it. I can tell you that. Wade Boggs had to come out and say he was sorry. Wow. Hall of Fame third base, and both these articles were New York Post. Hall of Fame third base Wade Boggs is apologizing for publicly publicizing the news that former Red Sox pitcher Tim Wakefield is battling cancer. Well, hell, it went viral. So at this point, everybody knows. All right? Everybody knew just a couple of hours after Schilling had posted it, or it had come out that he had talked about it. Ex-Boston ace Curt Schilling shared the news Tuesday on his podcast that Wakefield, 57, had undergone surgery for brain cancer, while his wife, Stacy, battles pancreatic cancer. On Thursday, Boggs tweeted support for Wakefield. Wow, just another punch in the gut. At Tim Wakefield, 49, diagnosed with brain cancer. You can beat it, brother. Keep up the fight. That went out on Boggs' account Thursday at 11:02 Eastern Time, a.m. It was at the time the sports world was learning of Wakefield's health problems, and Red Sox Nation turned on Schilling for breaking the news without permission from the Wakefield family. Former Red Sox catcher Jason Varitek was the first to jump on Schilling. F.U., the wife of Jason Varitek. F.U. Curt Schilling, that wasn't your place! Exclamation point. That was followed by a statement from the Red Sox, which they noted was distributed with permission from the Wakefields. So, and there you have them together, Jason Varitek and, oh, wow, that's crazy. And Tim Wakefield, and, Wakefield pitched pretty long in his career. He was 44 when he retired, won 7 games. As a 44-year-old, you hate to hear these kind of problems with anybody and his wife. That's terrible. Again, I can understand why the Red Sox and, anybody involved with Wakefield friends, if they didn't want it out, I can understand them being mad. The problem is always when it comes to Curt Schilling, you wonder how much of it really and truly has to do with the Wakefields, or is it a charge being led by social media that already hated Curt Schilling? That's my thing, is there's a lot of people out there that can't stand him. We know why they can't stand him. He's a Trump supporter. Well, we've seen Curt Schilling has trended I don't know how many times over the years with people attempting to cancel him, and it's happened before. ESPN fired Curt Schilling, got rid of him. And so, you always wonder, is there an alternate reason why people are outraged? So, I think it's fair to at least be skeptical of some of the backlash that's come back his way. But again, if they didn't want it out and he let it out, I don't blame him. I wouldn't be happy either, Tell me what you think, black and white sports supporters. Peace. I'm out. Till next time.
Thanks for watching the show. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Be sure to tune in next time on Black and White Sports.